Hello, and welcome to English Podcast with Missy. Here we learn English for real life. Clear, slow, and simple. Let's learn English together. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hello, my dear friends. It's Missy again, and welcome back to our cozy English corner. Today's episode is very personal. It's about making promises. Not to other people, but to ourselves. Often we are kind, generous, and helpful to everyone around us, but we forget to care for ourselves. That's why I want to share my story of making myself a promise to wake up earlier and to take better care of my health. Along the way, we will explore an important grammar point: reflexive pronouns. You will hear them again and again naturally inside the story. So make yourself comfortable. Maybe prepare yourself a warm drink. Let's spend this time together. This morning, I woke up and looked at myself in the mirror. My hair was messy, my eyes were tired, and I felt heavy. I asked myself, Missy, why are you not taking care of yourself? Why are you making life so difficult for yourself? At that moment, something inside me changed. I made a small but strong decision. I would promise myself something. Not for my family, not for my friends, but just for myself. The promise was simple. From today, I will wake up earlier. I will take care of myself, step by step. Waking up earlier sounds easy, but for me, it has always been a challenge. I tell myself, Missy, tomorrow you will wake up early. But then at night, I let myself stay awake too long. I tell myself, just one more video, just one more page in this book. And suddenly, the clock shows midnight, or even later. The next morning, I blame myself. I look at the clock and think, why didn't you stop yourself earlier? Why did you make yourself so tired again? It becomes a cycle. I promise myself, I break the promise, and then I feel angry with myself. But this time, I want to do it differently. I don't want to punish myself or shout at myself. Instead, I want to encourage myself. I told myself, Missy, you deserve to wake up with peace. You deserve to start the day with light, not with stress. My promise is simple. I will wake myself up earlier, even if it's just 15 minutes. I will give myself time to stretch, to breathe, to drink water. I will not push myself too hard. I will start small and be gentle with myself. This is a promise I can believe in. A promise that is realistic. A promise that shows kindness to myself. Health is not only about eating vegetables or running every morning. It's about the small choices I make every day and how I treat myself in those choices. Sometimes I push myself too hard at work. I sit for hours without moving. I don't give myself enough water. I don't let myself rest. And when I do that, I hurt myself without even noticing. Other times, I comfort myself in the wrong way. When I feel sad, I buy myself too much chocolate. I tell myself, this will make you feel better. But later, I feel heavy and tired, and I ask myself, why didn't you care for yourself properly? I still remember a time about 2 years ago when I ignored my health completely. I was working very hard on a big project. I told myself every day, you must finish this. You can't stop now, so I skipped meals. I made myself sit at my desk from morning until night. I didn't give myself breaks. I told myself, you are strong. You don't need rest. But after 2 weeks, my body said, no more. I woke up one morning with a fever. My throat hurt. My head was heavy. I had pushed myself too far and I made myself sick. I remember lying in bed, whispering to myself, why did you do this, Missy? Why didn't you take care of yourself? In that quiet, weak moment, I learned something. I realized that when I ignore myself, I harm myself. And when I harm myself, I cannot help anyone else. That experience changed me. It taught me that health is not a luxury. Health is a responsibility. I must give myself the same care I give to others. So now, I am trying to live differently. I prepare myself simple meals, an egg, some rice, a little soup. I remind myself that health doesn't need to be complicated. I just need to be consistent and kind to myself. I also give myself permission to rest. Before, I felt guilty if I closed my eyes in the afternoon. I told myself, you are lazy. But now I tell myself, resting is not lazy. Resting is caring for yourself. And exercise. Oh, that's another story. I used to push myself to run far and fast, and I became exhausted. Now I say to myself, walk slowly, move gently, listen to yourself. Even a short walk gives myself energy. Taking care of my health means I no longer fight against myself. Instead, I work with myself. I listen to myself. I respect myself. And that makes me feel more alive. Let me share a few more examples of reflexive pronouns in real life. When I was younger, I taught myself how to play the piano. No teacher, just me and a small book of songs. My brother taught himself how to ride a motorbike. He practiced again and again, and even when he fell, he told himself not to give up. My friend Maria speaks English very well because she gave herself a challenge. Every day, she recorded herself speaking and then listened to herself carefully. And once at a birthday party, we laughed and said, wow, we really enjoyed ourselves today. Do you notice something? Reflexive pronouns are everywhere. They appear in stories of learning, of fun, of mistakes, and of growth. They help us talk about how we act, how we care, and how we encourage ourselves. Let's pause for a moment and talk about grammar. You've heard me say myself, yourself, ourselves, and many more. These words are called reflexive pronouns. We use them when the subject and the object are the same person. I looked at myself in the mirror. She told herself a secret. We reminded ourselves to stay calm. They introduced themselves to the group. Reflexive pronouns help us show care, responsibility, and sometimes emphasis. For example, I cooked this meal myself. Emphasis. He hurt himself playing football. Action to the same person. We enjoyed ourselves at the party. Feeling. When you listen to my story, notice how often I talk to myself, remind myself, and encourage myself. Reflexive pronouns make these moments clear and personal. Sometimes I laugh because I often talk to myself out loud. In the kitchen, I say, "Missy, don't forget the salt." When I leave the house, I tell myself, "Keys, phone, wallet. Don't forget." Talking to myself is like being my own friend. Maybe it sounds silly, but it helps me. When I am nervous, I say to myself, "It will be okay. You can do this." Maybe you also talk to yourself sometimes. Don't worry. It means you are listening to yourself. Making a promise to myself feels powerful. It's not about being perfect. It's not about changing everything at once. It's about showing myself love and respect. I realize that if I don't take care of myself, I cannot take care of others. If I don't respect myself, I cannot fully respect others. If I don't love myself, I cannot truly love others. So, I begin with small things. I wake myself up earlier. I prepare myself a simple, healthy breakfast. I allow myself time to breathe. I forgive myself when I make mistakes. Day by day, I am learning to be kinder to myself. And I remember the lesson from my flashback. Never again will I push myself until I break. That promise stays with me every day. Thank you, my dear friends, for spending this time with me. Today we talked about promises, health, and an important grammar point: reflexive pronouns. Before you leave, I want to remind you, take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Trust yourselves. And don't forget to keep your promises, not only to others, but also to yourself. This is Missy, sending you love and light. See you in the next episode.